Welcome into Texas Day Brazil Friday Night Hits. I'm Chase Justice. Thank you for joining us. Week 8 across our area with region championships and playoff positioning beginning to come into the picture. Malden may not win a region crown this season, but the Mavericks already with more wins this year than in the past 2 seasons combined. They're headed to Serene Stadium tonight to see Greenville in our Game of the Week presented by Blue Ridge Electric. They hadn't played often, but Malden beat Greenville last season for their first win over the Red Raiders since 1976, and you could feel the animosity between these two teams in pregame. Keyshawn Farrow taking matters into his own hands with the design quarterback keeper. He gets a couple of blocks, then finds the edge and takes it for a long 70-yard touchdown to put the Red Raiders on the board first, up 7-0, and he is fired up about it. Moving to the second quarter, same score, Raiders in the red zone this time. Farrow scrambling away, then doing it himself to find pay dirt. All Raiders early, up 14-zip, but Malden isn't going away just yet. With a minute left before the half, Peyton Myers rolling out and finding his receiver, Tamari Shepard, in the end zone. Mavs on the board, 14-7. Now in the third quarter, Malden still trailing by 7. Play action to Micah McClintock over the middle, and no one is going to stop him. Mavs score, but would miss the extra point attempt. 14-13. Greenville still up in this one. To the fourth quarter we go. Greenville on the doorstep, and yet again it's Keyshawn Farrow doing it all for the city, putting the final nail in the coffin. The Red Raiders get their lick back after last season, outlasting Malden 21-13.
Feels good to get a win. Gritty performance, man, on both sides. You have to win these type games. A hard-nosed, a defensive football game, and just happy the kids had the poise to pull it out.
Greenville firmly in the region title picture. They'll head to Hillcrest to face the Rams next Friday night, while Malden will return to Mavland to battle it out with Woodlawn. Crescent, a perfect 2-0 in Region 1-3A, averaging more than 52 points per game during their current 4-game win streak, hosting one of the premier programs in the state, Belton Honea-Path. The Bears cutting through opponents like a hot knife on butter, 3 straight shutouts by an average margin of victory of 52, and they would strike first in this one. MJ Earl heading straight for the corner of the end zone. Bears take a 7-0 lead. Later in the first, plenty more where that came from. Earl, this time from 10 yards out. BHP, a perfect 8-0 on the season after rolling Crescent by a score of 55-28. East Side headed to Burns. Rebels have won 8 in a row against the Eagles and find themselves up 10-0 in this one. Kane Rogers throws it up, and Christian McDowell says, "Don't mind if I do." Actually, it's looking like we are out in Seneca. They are taking on the Greer Bobcats, and here come the Bobcats. Look at that running back boogie. Amari Berner headed straight for pay dirt. He has a lot of green grass in front of him, and Seneca would get this win in a big way. 42-13 over Greer. And we're going to move to TL Hanna. They haven't dropped the game since their opener, going for a 5th straight region win at JL Mann. First Dracket drive, the boys buzzing. Brock Cole takes the handoff, showing shades of Cam Scadaboo, dragging half the Patriots defense with them for a pickup of 30. Hanna would cap that drive off with a score. They get the ball back and do the exact same thing. All Hanna, all the time, 55-17 over JL Mann. We're heading up 85. Gaffney finding their groove, 4 straight wins and hosting Riverside on the reservation. All Indians early on homecoming, up 14-7. Banks Boughton unloads to Shaz Smith, who's all alone, 40 yards for the score. Gaffney up 21-7. Next Indians possession, second quarter. Josiah Hill, not easy to take down in open field. He finds pay dirt from 38 yards out as Gaffney will face Dorman next week with a region title up for grabs after getting the better of Riverside, 49-20. And we'll take a look at some scores across the area. Dorman on the road against Wade Hampton. They win big over the Generals 52-7 and will play Gaffney next week for the region title, while Liberty gets the better of the Chesney Eagles 35-6. Elsewhere in the upstate, Abbeville rolls Whitmire big 57-8. Jamie Nichols has his boys playing good ball, while the Walhalla Razorbacks pick up the win 35-14 over Berea. What a year for Ware Shoals. The Fighting Hornets 7-0 for the first time since 1988, hosting 6-1 Dixie in a pivotal region matchup. Both teams averaging 35 points. Winner gets one step closer to a region title. Ware Shoals up 8-0 late in the first, handing it off to Altavis Evans. Rumble, young man, rumble. All Shoals early, up 14-0. And check out the home crowd loving the run this team's been on, but Dixie not going down easy. Brandon Nance, plenty of real estate to work with, breaks through the big crowd, and Lead breaks free. But how about Ware Shoals 8-0 on the season after outlasting Dixie 58-33. Coming off last week's dramatic win over Dorman on a game-winning 51-yard field goal, Spartanburg traveling to Boiling Springs. Pick it up in the first quarter. Spartanburg's Trey Burke goes up top for Zeke Bell Boyd for the touchdown. All Vikings row into a 7-0 lead. Later in the first, Burke hands it off to Trenton Litch, who finds the end zone to make it 14-0 as Spartanburg stays in the win column 21-7 over Boiling Springs. Eastside headed to Burns. Rebels have won 8 in a row against the Eagles. Rebels up 10-0. Kane Rogers throws it up, and Christian McDowell says, "Don't mind if I do." He takes it back for 6. Eagles make it a one-score game, 10-6. But Rogers, a seasoned veteran on this Burns Rebels team, he's not going to make the same mistake twice this time. Back in the pocket, over the middle to Channon Harris. He gets behind the defense. Burns gets back in the win column, 18-6 over Eastside. Out in Central, Daniel aiming to stay perfect in Region 2 4A, hosting the Pickens Blue Flames. Second half, Daniel up 31-7. Daniel's Jace Gross dropped back in the pocket, uncorking a big pass to Anthony Scott. Lions move the ball into Blue Flame territory, setting up this big 30-yard touchdown scamper by the freshman Kingston Bibb. He's going to be a problem. He already is. Lions pride out in full force on this fine Friday night, taking the battle of Pickens County 52-7. We have hit halftime here on Texas Day Brazil Friday night hits. Plenty of football still to come, but first, it's mic'd up tonight with Hillcrest head coach Bennett Swiger.
We gotta be our own energy, let's go! I mean, that's the only reason my kid thought he had the ball. Hey, my stinking kicker, I saw you from flat to lead blocker, you took him in the paint. Yeah, the first one you wormed though, bro.
The guy got hurt.
So he still can't come back in after timeout?
No.
It's like one of my 7-irons, bro. It's hard for me as like an old quarterback guy to be like, you're okay passing up an open receiver. Let's go!